My name's Jenny Bunting, and here we are with Craig Maddox and Natasha Gant. We are exactly at the halfway point at the beginning of week number 7.
Put something in there.
Okay, now first of all,
Poisoned it.
Craig, the viewers have seen the spiritual healing session, so please take us backstage and tell us how it went for you, what you were feeling, and what you're feeling right now after the session.
I think jogging the stool.
Well, it was a week ago now, and yeah, it was good for me. As I said in the video previously, I've had that type of healing session before, and so I knew what to expect, and it was very moving for me. It went on for an hour, which it seemed like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. It was it went so quickly, and my body was just took me an hour, 2 hours to adapt afterwards, because it really shifted some emotions I've been holding, and I don't want to go into detail what exactly I was working on, but I've still got some way to go for what I want out of it. So I will be having more, and yeah, it was a really good experience. I enjoyed it, and it was very moving for me. And just obviously a week on, thinking about it. To be fair, after the weekend, 2 days afterwards, I got back to work. I just got on with work, and it's gone back to living the normal life of working constantly and training hard and eating right and being disciplined. I feel a bit more balanced, but a few things happened this week which have been challenging to me, and really to see how I deal with them, if I dealt differently or any other way, and to be fair, no, I didn't. It was the same.
But you noticed how you're...
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I did the first time, and this time definitely there's certain things I want to work on, and I need more work on it. It's not...
I think if you're now aware of the way that you react to things, though, I think that means you're halfway there.
Yeah, I do. And
because you didn't before, did you?
No. I know I've got to work on a few things. How I react and respond to situations in my life. So, you know, it's not a quick fix. It's going to take a bit of time. But I love that type of therapy or healing. And Michael, thank you so much for giving us the time to spend with us. Because when we first met you and we went out for a meal, it was just like, you know, it was great being with you, and it was a great presence, you being there and listening to someone like yourself who's very successful in what they do, and it's quite inspirational actually in the way you look at life, and how positive you are, and
how balanced
you are. And I felt that energy you was giving out. I really did feel it, and I thank you for taking the time out to hang out with us, and I learned a lot from it, and that's what it's all about. It's experiencing and learning, and I've definitely done that.
Okay, moving on to Natasha, the viewers saw a little bit more of your session, including you just picking the stones, including Michael standing and touching over your shoulder and touching your leg. So how did you feel immediately after the session? Do you feel healed?
Do I feel healed?
What does that mean though, healed?
What do you mean?
To you? What does that mean? Do you feel healed? What would healed mean to you?
Well, that my energy was out of alignment to where it should be.
Right.
But I knew that it was.
Mm.
What does being healed mean to me? I don't know.
Okay, how did you feel differently after the session compared to before? The pros and the cons of after the session.
Well, the whole session was unbelievable for me, really. I think there's been a lot of things like in my life that I've sort of held on to, and over the last sort of 2 or 3 years, I've sort of slowly been releasing them. And I just felt that that was the end of my journey of just finally releasing any sort of problems or things that might have held me back in my life. That's probably the best way that I can.
Where I feel totally, I've still got a lot of anger and resentment from, I know where from, and me and Michael spoke about it, and it's going to take a bit of time, and he picked up on it, that he needs more sessions with me, or seeing someone else, but that's a difference in us to actually come out.
Well, I think that I'm slightly further forward in my, I don't know if it's a spiritual journey, but in a different place to where Craig's at. That I've done a lot of work on myself over the last 2 years, and I was really ready. Michael said, you were so ready for this. And I'm also very spiritual as well, so I could. A lot of the stuff was done on a spiritual level within the session.
Very psychic, aren't you?
I am psychic.
Very psychic.
I started reading Michael as well, which was quite strange. But I got so much from it. When I was doing the lying down and the breathing in, breathing out, I almost felt like I was being regressed. I sort of went back through my life really quickly from when I was young, and there was situations in my life that I was sort of pinpointing, and I don't really know why. He didn't ask me to do that. And as I was breathing in and out, I literally was releasing and letting go these, demons, as it were, that had been with me. But I'd done a lot of work, so I had life coaching before, and I've done a lot of study and reading to help release these things anyway. And I just think finally they had it released.
This type of therapy, treatment, whatever you call it, healing is very, very powerful, depending on the individual, and it's very, very powerful. So people are out there a bit, and I don't know what you've been seeing anything. You need to experience it for yourself. And
Natasha is paying particular attention to your neck and one of your legs. What was the reason for this?
When I do any meditation or do anything spiritual of any kind, I always got a tightness around my neck. And he was trying to release that. There was a block in my energy there. He also identified that I had a lot of dense energy around my left leg, which since I've split up with my partner and moved out, I'd actually had sort of lower back pain, which was referring down my left leg. So he actually felt, I hadn't told him that. And he did a lot of work on that, and I'd been suffering quite badly with that over the previous week, and the following morning I woke up and it had gone. So that was quite strange, wasn't it? You're like, can't believe it's actually gone. I was like, yeah, it's gone. The crystals thing for me, he did on each chakra I had to pick a stone. You're going to read that? For each chakra I had to pick a stone. And I did a lot of stuff like writing down, and did some affirmations about, because I'd said I'd felt very alone all my life, and he did some work on me with that, and said I've got a gift of love. And on the next 2 weeks as well, he said to me, because I'm psychic and I see things, I visualise things, but only in pictures, so I might see, I always say a red car, but I might see a red car, I might see a beach, I might see waves. But he said for me, because now my soul has been healed, or I'm now spiritually aligned, I'm now going to see the bigger picture in the next 2 weeks. Everything for my future will become very clear for me. We did a lot of stuff about wealth and prosperity. Gift of love for me is coming apparently in the next 2 weeks. Quite excited about that.
In a closet.
In a cloakroom
somewhere. In a cloakroom.